गोल हूँ मैं, गोला कहलाता हूँ, इसीलिए सूरज चंदा को देखकर हमेशा इतराता हूँ। जी हाँ बच्चों, आज हम आपके लिए एक नया और बहुत ही रुचिपूर्ण विषय लेकर उपस्थित हुए हैं, जो है सर्कल। सर्कल में आप देखते हैं चंदा भी गोल होता है, सूरज भी गोल होता है, हमारी पृथ्वी भी गोल है। लेकिन जब तक ये चीज़ें अपने रेडियस से जुड़ी हुई हैं, ये उसी से विस्तार पाती हैं जैसे आप विद्यालय से जुड़कर अपने सपनों की उड़ान भरते हैं। आइए इसी संदर्भ में सुनते हैं एक कविता।
नमस्कार, आज मैं आपके समक्ष एक हिंदी हास्य कविता प्रस्तुत करने जा रहा हूँ। हे प्रभु, इस दास की इतनी विनय सुन लीजिए, मार ठोकर नाव हमारी पार कर दीजिए। मैं नहीं डरता आंधी या तूफान से, बस कांपती है रूह मेरी बस सदा इम्तिहान से। पाठ पढ़ना, याद करना, याद करके सोचना, सोच के उसे फिर घोटना। टाइ टिन टिन टाइ टिन टिन, रोज रटता हूँ प्रभु, पुस्तक के रात दिन पढ़ने पलटता हूँ प्रभु। भाग्यों में लिखा न जाने कौन सा अभिशाप है, रात को रटता प्रभु, सुबह मिलता मैदान साफ है। पी गई इंग्लिश माई खोपड़ी के खून को, मैं समझ पाया नहीं इस बेतुके अल्फाज को। गणित के अतिरिक्त मुझे कुछ भाता नहीं, क्या करूं मैं, मुझे गुना करना आता नहीं। नाश हो इतिहास का, संगे समुद्र बह गए, मर गए वे लोग, रोने के लिए हम रह गए, रोने के लिए हम रह गए। शाहजहां बाबर हुमायूं, शाहजहां बाबर हुमायूं, कौन अकबर आए थे, कौन जाने वे वीर, कौन किसके बाप थे, भूगोल में था प्रश्न आया। गोल है कैसे धरा, और मैंने एक पल में लिख दिया उत्तर खरा। गोल है पूरी पूरी, गोल है पूरी जलेबी, गोल है पूरी गोलगप्पा, और इसीलिए है मास्टर जी, हमारी धरा भी गोल है। झूम उठे मास्टर जी हमारे यह अनोखे ज्ञान पाके, और उन्हें लिख दिया हमारे पेपर पे आसान से, ठीक है बेटा, हमारी लेखनी भी गोल है, हमारी दवात भी गोल है, और तुम्हारे नंबर भी गोल है। धन्यवाद।
You might have seen the objects like buttons, coins, bangles, bracelets, water bottle caps, and many more things. Also, you have listened to a wonderful poem recited by Arav, isn't it? Can you guess what can be the topic of discussion? Yes, excellent. So, our topic is circle. There are several ways to draw a circle, from using a compass to tracing round objects. Here we are going to draw a circle using a compass. So here this is the instrument which is called a compass. Now how will you start? Step 1, you will insert the pencil in the slot at the end of the compass and tighten it into place so that it's secure. Okay, now adjust the compass. You have to adjust the compass arms depending on how big you want your circle to be. If you want to make a big circle, you will extend it more, and if you want a smaller one, you will tighten it up. Okay, now what you will do is you have to position your compass where you want to draw the circle. So if I want to draw a circle here, I need to position my compass point here. Okay, so this is my point from where I want to draw a circle. Now as I want a circle to be this much big, I will extend it up to here, and then I will draw a circle. Okay, here you can see I have rotated the compass to draw a circle. So now here it's done. So now you know that this is a circle, and this was the point from which we had extended the arms of the compass and drawn the circle. Is it that? Yes. So this is a path, okay, and this path is known as a circle. How will you define this circle? That is, a circle is a path of a point. These are all the points. So circle is a path of point moving at the same distance. All this distance are equal. Fine. So moving at the same distance from a fixed point. This is the fixed point. The fixed point is the center of the circle, and the fixed distance is the radius of the circle. Okay. So three definitions we have gone through. First is the definition of a circle, then the radius of a circle, and the third one we have seen the center of the circle. Again we will see all the three definitions. What is a circle? Circle is the path of a point moving at the same distance, okay, moving at the same distance from a fixed point. The fixed point is its center and the fixed distance is its radius. Now what is the circumference? Circumference is the distance around the circle. So this is the circumference of the circle. Circumference of the circle is approximately 3 times the diameter. It's actually little more than 3 times the diameter. Okay. Here I introduced one word, that is diameter. Now what is this diameter and what is radius and what is the relation between them, we are going to see. Now let us see what is the radius. Now this was the fixed point, which is your center. Let us say that it is center C, and we take any point on the circumference of the circle. That is here any point you can take. So suppose I have taken this point, let it be point A, and I join them. So here this will be a line segment, right? Okay, so this is CA, which is the line segment, which is your radius. We will say that radius, we will take it as small r, and how much is the radius? That is diameter divided by 2. Now we are coming to this point, how it is so. Now this one is your radius, fine. This is also the radius. This is also the radius. All these are radius. Fine. What is, how we will define this? What is this radius? That is, it is a line segment whose end points are, see the end points here. One of the end point is the center itself, and the other end point is any point on the circumference of the circle. So it means radius is the line segment whose end points are the center and any point on the circumference of the circle. Fine. So here CA, or let me take it as CB or CD or CE or CF, they are all radii of the circle. What is this radii? Radii is plural of radius. So here you will have all this to be equal, that is CA is equal to CB is equal to CD is equal to CE, and so on. Now once again we will see with the circle part. Now here what is the diameter? Now this is the line segment whose end points are the center and any point on the circumference of the circle, right? Now I draw one more, that is I extend it here. Okay, here you can see this is also a line segment whose end points are on the circumference of the circle. Moreover, this passes through the center of the circle. This is the diameter. Before that, let us come to chord. What is a chord? Chord is the line segment whose end points are on the circumference of the circle. That is, this is a chord because its end points are on the circumference of the circle. This is also a chord. This is also a chord. Here this also, if I draw this one, this is also a chord. This is also a chord. Thing is that you have to take any 2 points on the circumference of the circle. Then it becomes the chord. Now, what is the difference between these chords and this chord? Here you can see these chords were not passing through the center of the circle, whereas this is the chord which passes through the center of the circle. So, the chord which passes through the center of the circle is known as the diameter. I hope I am clear. So, that is the diameter, and as you know, this was the line segment. If this is your O, this is A and this is B, then OA was the radius of the circle because its end points are center and any point on the circumference. Similarly here also. So what happens here? Diameter will be double the radius. Is it okay? So diameter you can write it as double the radius. And how much is radius? Radius is half the diameter. If diameter is say 10 centimeter, then how much is the radius? Radius will be half of that, that is 5 centimeter. And if radius you are given, that if radius is 15 centimeter, how much is diameter? Then diameter is double the radius. So 15 twos are, that is 30 centimeter. How much is the circumference? Circumference will be approximately little more than 3 times the diameter. So 33s are 90, it will be 90 plus something. Okay, for this one. Now let us see few more definitions related to circle. We will see now arc. What is an arc? That is a part of a circle. So here, if this is the center of the circle, say O, and I am mentioning here 2 of the points on the circumference of the circle, PQ, then here you can see that PQ is a part of a circle. So that is your arc. So here I can write it like this, PQ arc. Now arc can be major arc and minor arc. What is a minor arc? That is the smaller part of the arc. Here if you consider this part, then it will be the minor arc, whereas if you consider this part, then it will be the major part of the circle. So same thing, that is PQ arc only, but we are talking, if we are talking about this much part, then it is the minor arc, and if you are talking about this part, then it is your major arc. So similarly you can mention it here, say minor arc or major arc. I can write it like this, major PQ or minor PQ, fine. And write the symbol properly. This is not the line segment. You have to write the curve on the top of that. Now see this part of the circle. That is the region bounded by 2 radii of the circle and the corresponding arc. I hope I am clear. So this is your sector. Okay. Again, what is a sector? Sector is the region bounded by 2 radii and the corresponding arc of the circle. Now this is the smaller sector, or you can say that it is minor sector. And if you consider the major part of that, because this also corresponding to that, if you are talking about this part, then this part again, that is also the region bounded by two radii and the corresponding arc, but this is the major arc, so this we will say that this is your major sector. I hope it is clear now. Now have a look at this figure. Yeah, this region is known as the segment. How will you define this segment? You can see that this is the chord, because how did you define the chord? That is, chord is the line segment whose end points are on the circumference of the circle. So ED is the chord, right? And this is the arc. So, and this is the smaller part of the arc, so we will say that it is a minor arc. So this becomes your minor segment. Okay, so what is the segment? We will say that is a region bounded by the chord and the corresponding arc. So if it is the smaller part of the arc, we will say that it is a minor segment, and if it is a bigger part of the arc, we will say that it is a major segment. Okay, now what about if the chord is this one? Say if the chord is this one, AB, then you know that this is the diameter, because it is passing through the center of the circle. Fine. And as the segment definition said, that the chord and the corresponding arc. So this is the chord and this is the corresponding arc. So this is also the arc. So when this is the diameter, minor segment and major segment both are equal. That is, it is known as a semicircle. And you know that diameter of a circle divides it into two semicircles. Let us quickly recall the terminologies of circle. What is a circle? It is a path of a point moving at the same distance from a fixed point. Here the fixed point is the center. So here O is the center. Okay, and the fixed distance is the radius. What is the radius? How will you define the radius? Radius is the line segment whose end points are the center and any point on the circumference of the circle. How much is the radius? It is half the diameter. What is the diameter? It is a chord that passes through the center of the circle. It is the longest chord of the circle, because as you go nearer to center, you will get the biggest chord. That is, diameter will be the longest chord. Fine. So here, which are the diameters? That is AC, line segment AC is the diameter. Okay, and we will see what is a chord. So chord is the line segment whose end points are on the circumference of the circle. What is the arc? That is the part of the circle is known as the arc. It can be major arc, it can be minor arc. Now let us come to sector. What is a sector? It is a region bounded by two radii and the corresponding arc. What is a segment? It is the region bounded by the chord and the corresponding arc. If you are asked to write which are the boundary points, then here you can see that A, B, C, E and D. They are the points on the circumference of the circle. They are boundary points. Point P is in the interior of the circle, so we will say that it is the interior point. And point Q, you can see that it is in the exterior part of the circle, so that is the exterior point.
प्यारे बच्चों, सर्कल ने हमें यह समझाया, मूल से जुड़कर मैंने अपना अस्तित्व पाया और मूल न होने पर मैंने अपना अस्तित्व गंवाया। आप भी इसी प्रकार अपने अस्तित्व से जुड़े रहें, जीवन में आगे बढ़ने का प्रयास करें और इसमें दी हुई सभी बातों को आत्मसात करें। धन्यवाद।